And yeehaw! Greetings to all love beings. It is the 31st of October. Happy Halloween from Galactic Central, Heaven on Earth Shores. I'm at P.O. Box 5744, Hilton Head Island, South Carolina 29938. You can address me for Dima Tabrawi, Aurora Diamond Rainbow Morning Star, and it's Heaven on Earth. I have late updates for everyone. You can also PayPal me. The Aurora Diamond Rainbow is my PayPal. I have Cash App, Venmo for Aurora Morningstar because I lost my login details for Aurora Diamond Rainbow. But that doesn't mean that it's not all me. I am Prime Creator. It's all me. So anyone who thinks that there are more one me's than me is mistaken. Now, we're going through a bit of a just rough patch here due to some former co-creators who failed mission, and now they just have trash whores and ego trying to arrest me because they stole from me. So for all to know, as you all know, I came back here from Los Angeles, California through Mr. Brendan Irvin, who is Metatron, in his higher self essence. He got his first session in 2017. It was around August at my pool in Tanglewood, and or September, and it fast tracked me to leave Tanglewood, go into Ganesta, start to live with his Bikram group situation. Heather had just left him because as soon as I gave him his first session, he freaked because he was at my table at Tanglewood Pool. We went through Ego Mind Atlantean checklist, which he decodified very, very prominently. We were in a public zone in front of a lot of people. All my pool at Tanglewood was watching, and my roommate back then, Adi, would not let me bring boys in the house anyway. So I was at the pool giving him a 1 hour session. Then we performed the surgery, and then he jumped in the pool, and my whole neighbors clapped. Everybody was really happy because everybody knew that all I ever did was write articles and talk about, and to my Shasta people. And, investigating Lucifer started there for my twin flame journey, and my passport application for Aurora Diamond Rainbow started in Tanglewood 402 while I was living with Adi, who is the owner of Gringos. So, Brendan afterwards had me, escorted out of Tanglewood 402 after I had already sent in my application through Staples to Donna Scarlatelli in Sarasota, Florida. And I moved into Ganesta Street with Brendan. Heather had just left because when I was giving him his session, at the end of the session, his phone started to blow up with Heather Harvey. My phone started to blow up with Caitlin Jane Gretzinger. And then he forwarded $77.77 to my bank account or my PayPal something. And Heather was his then partner. She found out. So they made rumors that I give blowjobs for $77, which was the wrongest thing from the truth because I was at the pool in front of all my community. And he wept at my table when I was explaining to him about how Jonah loves, who I thought was his twin flame, then Amy. Because in Mission House, I would be there on the floor with Michael when I did all the work. And Jonah, all he ever did was shower Amy with love. He would always touch her, be very caring, very loving. And it was a very high example of love to me because I had never seen anything like this in my life. So when I said to Brendan, hey, stop, look at me, because he was talking to me about fights and violence and abuse with Heather and desperation energies, and she's his partner with Bikram. I said, no people that are divine partners in a spiritual endeavor should be going in that route. You deserve to be loved. You are love. Love is your divine birthright. And I explained to him how Jonah loves, and then he crashed at my table. He started to weep hysterically. The phone started to blow up. My phone started to blow up. He went in the pool, and then he left my property. Then Heather left and left him with a lawsuit, and sent me like a lot of pictures of her defamed face. Like she had a bruised face because of a fight her and Brendan had. She was warning me against Brendan. But proof is in the pudding. I came back from Tennessee and then back from LA, and I stayed with Brendan, and we never slept together, not even one time, ever. We are co creators. We are co creators on mission. And when he gets sessions, he activates and things start to shift. So the first time, things started to shift. Heather left. Now the second time, he got a session. I was in Los Angeles. I started 6A that session. Then my website closed because website is linked to 5D. It's from 3D to 5D. And they didn't let me upgrade from 1D to 6A. Before that ever happened, they closed my website. So I'm still here in Hilton Head because I tried by every means to reactivate my website. I didn't leave any stone unturned. I called William Hoisington. I went to his office. I went to Bikram. I did a Bikram yoga intense internship training. I gave sessions at the studio. I gave sessions to Brendan. Another one when I got here from Firethorn Lane at the shores, and that night he had brought me, some medicinal flower, and I was outside of my property at 211 Cordillo Parkway, apartment G2, back when William Forsyth was a homeowner there, or renter, and where I had opened my Bank of America and Wells Fargo from, reactivated for the second time after Los Angeles. And next thing you know, I got kicked out soon as he gave me the key. So I got the key to his crib. I was still going to yoga. I had one puff outside his property, which he said was completely kosher. It's a rental property for mostly like tourist people. And, even in the legal stores here at the CBD stores, Island Vape next to Delicio, they sell THC. So for me to be kicked out, and him, William Forsyth, to be kicked out of his place because I had a puff of THC, that was absurd. Literally absurd. So I had to relinquish the key the same day that I received it, leave his property, and I started to, I couldn't really manage anything. Brandon wasn't able to do anything for me because I had already been kicked out of his studio by Texas and by Aida, So all he could do is keep my stuff in his trunk, and I was staying at the park because I was still trying to reactivate my website for aromatherapeutic.com. I stayed at the park, and I still went to yoga every day, and I still showered at his facilities and everything. Until one day, Aida just gave me the complete runaround. He got out of yoga. She had dropped me off at the Compass Rose Park, and that they had been unlocking my bicycle back then, and that's when they kicked me out of the Chicago bar Henshis. They kicked me out of the Triangle, and they kicked me out of the Tiki Hut place. And I called Ryan, my bicycle guy, and I told him, hey, Ryan, what's going on? Who has my code for my bike? I exchanged it again. Then I went and I stayed at Wexford Ayaquinta for very little time. Got back out while he was on a trip when Jonah started to talk to me. And I told him he needs to be arrested for the body work and the body damage he did while I was at the Metropolitan, which I readdressed at the Metropolitan. And he emailed me, he texted me, he's like, why are you calling me a terrorist? Well, then I blocked his number, and I started to say why I was standing up for myself for the body abuse of that time where I ended up at Hilton Head Memorial with a concussion in my brain, in the middle of my back, the lower spine, and my elbows being full bloody that day. So then yesterday he emailed me again after, I literally left the Metropolitan, and William Forsyth had come by at the Metropolitan Ascend Hotel, picked up my luggage, put it in his property at Seacrest, while William and I went for lunch at, we tried to have lunch at Slapfish, but I couldn't do it because Wells Fargo had sent me 5 emails regarding the account they closed at Wells Fargo due to this falsified Hulu Disney charge that they charge me every time I go to AT&T with Gabriel, like Michael Iaquinta's people. They tried to lock me down and close me down. And Hulu, charged me from California. I called the company. I'm like, can you please remove me from your situation? Because I don't have a television anyway. I'm on the run. I don't watch Hulu or Disney Channel. I don't do it. I'm on mission. I try to get them to close that transaction because they charged me like $13 for a subscription at Hulu and at Disney Channel or whatever that was. And I said, well, I don't even have that thing, and the company in California don't even know what that's about. And they charged me an overdraft fee at Wells Fargo for like $35. And then Michael Iaquinta sent me an email saying, are you in the park? Back to the park. Because their deal is, if I'm in the park, they want me arrested. If I'm homeless in the park, they want me arrested. Because he says he pays taxes for the park. And then, if you guys think about it in logic terms, he never one time, when I went to the Memorial Hospital Hilton Head, I told him I have $1,000 fee because of the harm he did me. He's like, oh, don't worry about it. The government pays for it from the municipality thing. So he's not worried about a caused harm to a woman's body, but he's worried that I'm sleeping in the park. What about the other people who sleep in the park? Why don't you arrest them? Why would you arrest me and not them? What if I like to sleep in the park like Brendan said? What if I'm an exotic girl and I like to download information and sit in meditation in the park? What's that of anybody's business? Why would Michael Iaquinta, and why did I come back from LA on January 16th, 2020 to recuperate my stolen stuff from Stephen Thompson? I need my paintings, I need my full application and papers for my divorce and for my application for Aurora Diamond Rainbow with my real birthday and everything. When I finally was able to leave LA and come back to the island, I called Steven's parents, I called the cops, and this people from Facebook started to email me and like personal message me on Facebook and tell me, we are best buddies with the cops, you better leave Steven alone. I don't care. I don't care if you're crooks. Steven kept my stuff. Where is my shit? I used to have a company at Town Hall where Steven signed his name. And now they put Cristal Cordoba in jail because she was defending herself from her abusive boyfriend. She stabbed him 3 times when he attacked her. He was going to kill her. Oh, she's a strong woman. She's one of my girls. She took a session. Fine, she didn't pay me. But I stand up for my people. You have her locked up under a $25,000 bail because she defended herself against an aggressive boyfriend? And now Steven's new hoe sending emails to my people here, Brendan. He's a yoga owner. He's busy teaching every day, dealing with ego and with an insane partner now from Morocco who had me kicked out for being the best thing that ever happened to Brendan and his spiritual healer figure. Nothing wrong was happening. That was false rumors. I never slept or touched Brendan, and nor he never touched me. When I stayed first in Ganesta with Brendan, he was helping me with my body shoulder lock when I was going to Amy Spadafora Thompson. She gave me 144 vitamin pills, and I went to Tanya Colucci for my transformational, integrational upgrade for the lies that Jonah had me say about myself after Tennessee, which weren't true. I don't know how I started to have visions of something that wasn't my thing. I don't know who Jonah fucked after me, but whoever he fucked after me was born with a dick. That was not me. That was not me. So I started to write articles and take personal responsibility for something that is not me. I was born with my pussy. You guys want to email and text, call my birth hospital. It's called Hopital Sirhal. It's in Rabie, in Beirut, Lebanon. My pediatrician name was Rafi Akatcherian. Dr. Rafi Akatcherian is my pediatrician name. He has all my records. My father's name is Nicholas Tabrawi. His number is 961-3680083. The code is 961-3680083. My brother is 9613-2221180. My cousin just got married in Dubai. You can call all my family. You can call Dr. Rafi Akatcherian. You can call Hopital Sirhal. Everybody knows I was born with a pussy. I don't know who Jonah fucked after me and who started to send me magic for me to write articles on Aurora, it was still back there, lovedima.com, saying that I was Lucifer at birth. I don't know if he maybe teamed up with a guy and they sent magic my way. And then when they closed down my website in Los Angeles was because of that article where I said I can't wait to meet my angels again and provide sessions, and I come from Lucifer. Well, maybe that was what I meant, in terms of like Adam and like come from Lucifer's rib. Because when I was sleeping on Jonah's torso in Tennessee after we were together, I felt his heart was Lucifer, like the whole, how his heart beats and behaves. And it shifted my whole life. Then when he left me very high and dry to never get me the water I asked for, I panicked. I had a panic attack. I was going to slit my wrists. I started to write him email telling him on Facebook that now I understand the root causes of terrorism on Earth. So then when I was staying at the Ascend Hotel now for 4 nights, room 502 myself, with my green card, they had me send Jonah a lot of videos of my pussy, and he told me I was very very sweet and everything. And yesterday, Wells Fargo called me for identity theft purposes. I said, Jonah's my fiance. He wants to marry me. He's trying to make me a diamond ring offer for me to meet him, for us to launch a single for his team, his musical industry, with his artist Russ, the group. And he's been trying to get me to go meet him for months now. And Christina Pushkina intercepted this. And on October 5, she sent me a check at 5744 for Dima Tabrawi, but she sent it to Tabrawi Dima. I still have the envelope with a trucking company in San Francisco. So Wells Fargo is researching into why my 5-1, my account closed. And yesterday I had to check into Days Inn with my SunTrust card. But that's what's going on. So my SunTrust card for this, that ends in 5102, was yesterday closed with Wells Fargo because of this Hulu charge and Disney. And then Michael Iquinta tried to see if I'm in the park, which I'm in a hotel. I have a support system. My team at Galactic Central, William Forsyth, was real. I received funds after I left the Metropolitan Ascend Hotel, and my stuff was at Seacrest, safe. Now William Forsyth has my key for my P.O. Box at 5744, Dima Tabrawi, because he is on my agreement. The first time I got my P.O. Box, I wrote his name because in case I had to travel to Miami or LA or for mission, I trust William to be able to go to my box, 5744, that's like still valid for another bunch of time, open my box and send me my letters wherever I am, be it from my bank or anything. Well, I don't know who stole my Bank of America. I don't know why my Wells Fargo closed, but now I find out from Brendan that Steven has a nigger turd in the house with 2 ugly children, and she wants me arrested because I'm asking Steven for my shit. What do you mean? I didn't say anything about anything. I just need my shit. And then if I have questions, it's my right. Steven took a session for me. He never paid for my session. I need to be paid, and I need my stuff sent. I don't care who you is, and you don't have any prerogative sending emails and text messages on Facebook to my people from BEGONE. You want to talk to me, whore? Call me. 213-509-4572. Come here. See me at the Days Inn. I'm protected with the cops. Talk to Suzanne Mark. I'm at room 145. I'm reserved for the next destiny here. I'm safe. All my people have me covered. I'm Aurora, mother of new creation, god damn it. Dima Tabrawi for October 6, 1984. Whoever your China coronavirus is, arrest Michael Iaquinta, arrest Steven's goddamn hooker wife, return the shit Steven has. Steven is comatose. He's in a bed with dogs. He looks frail and non-muscular, and he looks like a corpse. I don't care what they're doing to him. Are you drugging him to keep my shit? Who did you sell me off to? Who has all my documents for Dima Tabrawi, October 6th, and Aurora Diamond Rainbow? Who does? And who lied about me after Tennessee for them to make pretend that Aurora Morningstar was a guy and Aurora Diamond Rainbow, they gave it to someone they think is a girl. I was born a girl, god the fuck damn it! What the fuck is wrong with your fucking asses?